What if I told you that in just 2 short years, the internet as we know it, the very fabric of our digital lives, could fundamentally change, not due to a cyber attack, but a silent, invisible crisis? Welcome to the looming reality of the Great Data Drought of 2026. This isn't about running out of data to create, but rather hitting a critical wall in our ability to store, process, and transmit the staggering amount of information we generate daily. Think of it less like a water shortage, and more like a city's plumbing system trying to handle the output of an entire ocean. Every TikTok scroll, every smart home command, every AI model trained, every metaverse interaction, every high-resolution medical scan, it all requires physical infrastructure, data centers, fiber optic cables, and immense energy. But the rate at which we are producing data is now vastly outstripping our capacity to build and sustain the necessary infrastructure. We are on the precipice of a global digital gridlock, a capacity crunch that could slow everything down, make advanced tech prohibitively expensive, and even jeopardize essential services. This isn't a hypothetical far future scenario. It's a challenge demanding urgent attention right now. The concept is simple yet terrifying: exponential data growth meeting linear infrastructure development. We've been living in an era of seemingly infinite digital resources, but that illusion is about to shatter. We are talking about zettabytes of data, that's 1 trillion gigabytes, being generated annually, and this number is projected to double every 2 years. Our current data centers, even with their massive scale, are struggling to keep up. The physical space required, the cooling systems, and most critically, the sheer energy consumption are becoming unsustainable. It's a complex interplay of hardware limitations, network bottlenecks, and the ever-increasing demands of AI, IoT, and high-fidelity content. The drought isn't just about storage. It's about the entire ecosystem of data management reaching its breaking point. So, what does this look like in the real world? Imagine trying to stream your favorite 4K show, only for it to buffer endlessly, not because of your Wi-Fi, but because the global data infrastructure is simply overwhelmed. Picture your smart home devices lagging, your autonomous vehicle struggling to process real-time environmental data, or your cloud-based productivity apps becoming sluggish and unreliable. For industries, the impact would be catastrophic. AI development, which relies on massive datasets for training, could grind to a halt, stifling innovation in fields from medicine to finance. Scientific research, often dependent on simulating complex systems and analyzing vast quantities of data, would face severe limitations. Healthcare systems, increasingly reliant on digital patient records, genomic data, and remote diagnostics, could see critical delays and increased costs. The financial sector, which processes trillions of transactions daily, could experience widespread disruptions, leading to economic instability. Even basic communication could be affected, with emails taking longer to send and video calls becoming pixelated and unreliable. The dream of a fully immersive metaverse might remain just that, a dream, if the underlying data infrastructure can't handle the load. The implications extend far beyond mere inconvenience. We are talking about significant economic losses, potentially billions in lost productivity and stalled innovation. Geopolitically, the data drought could exacerbate tensions as nations scramble to secure limited data resources, leading to new forms of digital protectionism or even data sovereignty conflicts. Environmentally, the demands are immense. Data centers already consume vast amounts of electricity, estimated to be around 1% of global electricity demand, and rising. The carbon footprint is substantial, posing a serious challenge to climate goals. An overburdened system is also a less secure system, making it more vulnerable to cyber attacks and data breaches. Furthermore, the digital divide, the gap between those with access to robust digital infrastructure and those without, would widen dramatically, creating a two-tiered society where digital access becomes a luxury. If you're finding this deep dive into our digital future fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe. And tell us in the comments what future tech topic you want us to tackle next. So, what are the solutions? Is there a way out of this impending crisis? Absolutely, but it requires a multifaceted, collaborative approach. Technologically, innovation is key. We need breakthroughs in data storage, moving beyond traditional hard drives to explore more efficient methods like DNA data storage, which could store vast amounts of information in microscopic biological molecules, or quantum memory, offering unprecedented density and speed. Advanced data compression algorithms are crucial to reduce the sheer volume of data being stored and transmitted. Edge computing, processing data closer to its source, rather than sending everything to central data centers, can significantly reduce network strain and latency. We also need to invest in green data centers, facilities powered by renewable energy, utilizing advanced cooling techniques like liquid immersion to drastically reduce energy consumption and environmental impact. Photonics and new fiber optic technologies promise faster, more energy-efficient data transmission. From a policy and strategic standpoint, governments and international organizations must collaborate. This includes significant investment in digital infrastructure development, fostering R&D in data-efficient technologies, and establishing international standards for data management and sustainability. Encouraging data minimalism, a cultural shift towards being more mindful of the data we generate and store, could also play a role. AI itself can be optimized to be less data hungry, with more efficient training models. For individuals, practical takeaways include being more aware of your own digital footprint. While you can't solve the global data drought alone, supporting companies that prioritize sustainable and efficient data practices, advocating for infrastructure investment, and being mindful of excessive data generation can contribute. The Great Data Drought of 2026 isn't a doomsday prophecy, but a wake-up call. It's a critical juncture in our digital evolution, demanding immediate action and creative solutions. The future of our interconnected world depends on our ability to innovate, collaborate, and adapt. We have the ingenuity to overcome this challenge, but only if we acknowledge its severity and work together to build a more resilient and sustainable digital future. Don't let the future catch you off guard. Like this video, subscribe for more deep dives, and let us know your thoughts on the data drought of 2026 in the comments below. What are your biggest concerns, and what solutions do you think will make the biggest difference? We'd love to hear from you.